this is Sheree with PassionatePennyPincher.com, and I'm so happy to be here today. We are going to do a lot of cooking this morning, and here's what we're doing. We're doing these smashed sweet potatoes. We are doing Mediterranian fish skillet from our 5-ingredient box. That's probably backwards, but when I flip y'all over, it won't be. These are the two things. One's from our side dish box, and one is from our 5-ingredient box. They're both super simple, but they just take a little bit of prep. So we're gonna get going pretty quickly. I already have some sweet potatoes in the oven, and then I'm gonna show you how I did those. And then, anyway, y'all get with the program once we get going, and I explain what is going on. But it is a hot mess over in my kitchen. Good morning, Teresa from Connecticut. Oh, I bet it is cold there. We had a frost last night, and my husband covered our little tiny peach tree with this little teepee kind of thing. It was crazy. We were out there freezing. Good morning, Char and Tabitha and Penny. So good to see y'all. Hey, Jennifer and Beth. All right, I'm gonna flip y'all over so y'all can see all the food, and we're gonna get going. But it is, I got a situation over here in all of my kitchen and all that mess over there in my sink, but it is what it is. So here we go. The first thing we're gonna do is, this recipe calls for 4 sweet potatoes. I already have 2 in the oven, but we're gonna go ahead and do these 2. And y'all, I gotta move my stuff around, so y'all bear with me for just 1 second. We have some fresh rosemary. That's upside down. All right, I want to get where I can see y'all and you can see me. Does that make sense? If I can see y'all's comments, it makes me way more happy. Y'all, this is a mess. Okay, this is not Martha Stewart over here. This is real life cooking. Okay. So here we are again in the kitchen. Alrighty. So I'm determined this week to make some good food for my husband, kind of like Laurie was talking about yesterday, which was kind of funny. We hadn't even talked about that, but I was kind of feeling the same way, although I have been cooking for him. But I want to make him some things this week that I know he really, really loves. And this Mediterranean fish skillet is one of them. And I'll tell you how we got the idea for that recipe in a minute. Okay, so I've peeled these sweet potatoes. Here's the smashed sweet potato recipe. And we are going to cut them into about 1.5 inch slices. So they're going to be thick because we're going to cook them and then we're going to smash them. So just be careful. I have cut myself doing a sweet potato before, and I don't recommend it. We don't have to get crazy with the measuring of this. It'll be okay. If some are a little bit thicker, some will just get a little more done than the others, and it's fine. And if you want your end piece to not be rounded, you can also cut that off. So that's easy. That is all we do. So as you can see, I've already used this pan, but I was like, I'm not washing that thing. That's crazy. So I'm just putting these in here. And let me tell y'all about this herb butter mixture. So this is kind of half a recipe, but it was a full recipe when I started because I already have 2 of the sweet potatoes in the oven. Anyway, I melted 6 tablespoons of butter, and then I finely chopped 1 tablespoon of my fresh rosemary. You could also use 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary. That is completely fine, and it will be just as delicious. And then I mixed a couple of tablespoons of garlic in with my herb butter mixture. So, well, that's kind of getting congealed. This is the problem with doing things ahead of time. I even popped this back in the microwave. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. And then I'm going to just pour this mixture over my sweet potatoes. And we're just gonna give them a little toss. And hopefully this is gonna work like magic when my other sweet potatoes are done, and I can actually show y'all the finished product today. And so after you do this, you wanna take a sheet pan and line it with some parchment paper. You could use foil if you wanted to. You just don't want these to stick. The butter should help them not do that, but you never know, so better safe than sorry. So we're mixing that all up, and then the next step would be to put them onto a lined baking sheet, but we're not going to do that because I'm going to show y'all the finished ones in a minute. So I'm going to set this aside, and I think we're going to get started on our fish. So we do have a good deal for y'all today with our Dinner Made Simple kit, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute, y'all. It is a smoking hot deal. Like, I cannot believe that Lori is so generous. I mean, I can't believe she's that generous, but this is a very, very good deal. That's all I'm saying. All right, so I'm using this crock pot as my skillet because it's kind of fancy and it does all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to have two things going on. I need to make my little topping for my fish, and I'm going to do that on one side. Actually, I'm going to do that first, I think. I'm not going to put that in first. I forgot. I still need to chop some stuff up. Obviously, y'all have not had my coffee yet, so we are going to get going. All right. So the recipe calls for some grape tomatoes halved. I didn't have any, but I knew I had a tomato that I needed to use up. Y'all, this is forgiving. So use what you have. Don't go buy grape tomatoes if you have any. I also have some sun-dried tomatoes, and I think I'm going to throw a few of those in there. These are always good. They're not on the recipe, but they go with all these Mediterranean flavors, and I like it. And I know my husband likes it too. I think I'm going to smell these, make sure these are okay, because they have been in there in a little while. So we'll give these a little cut. I mean, these feel kind of really, well, they're sun-dried, so I guess they are. They feel kind of gummy. I hope they're not old. I hope I don't mess this recipe up by adding these. I wonder if I should taste one. I don't know, that one looks kind of weird. Okay, we're just going to add a few. We're just going to add a few. Now, let me go take those sweet potatoes out. Oh, y'all. It is hot over here. Let me check them. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Here they are on the lined feet. I'm going to let them cool down for a minute, and then we're going to smash them. So, do that. And, oh, they smell good, but they gave me a big steam blast. Woo! That was, I got a fan after that. That was hot. You put those in at 400. I don't think I mentioned that. And I think it was 20 to 25 minutes. Mine took almost 30 minutes, between 25 and 30 minutes. So, okay, back to my Mediterranean skillet. Now, here is the good part. Y'all, Colorado olives. I love them. I love them. I love them. I know some people, it's a strong flavor, but it's so Mediterranean, so Greek. It's just amazing. So you actually want 1 cup of these. And I really like to buy them when they're in pieces, but this is what I had. So we have to cut these up, and we're just not going to complain about it. We're just going to do it. You want to you can have some of the juices in there, but it'll cook down, so I'm not going to get crazy about it. Alrighty, that's probably not quite a cup, but we're going to go with what it is. So you just want to chop these in just a little bit. You just don't want them to be whole, so they don't have to be perfect. We're not going to get crazy. And actually, I think this might, yes, that works better. That's how I did my rosemary. So that's what you want to do. Just take your knife, go straight across it like that, and you're good to go. And that's exactly how they come when you buy them in the pieces. So we're adding all these flavors together. I need to add some more olives, I do know. If you have some green olives, I've done it with green olives. I've done a mixture. Go with what you have. And if you don't like olives, my friend Anita hates olives. Hey, Anita, if you're watching, I think you could definitely, y'all got a rogue olive. You could definitely do this without olives. Okay, I think that's enough. In my personal opinion, you're missing out if you don't have the olives, but I understand because I feel the same way about mushrooms. Not gonna lie about that. Although I've gotten where I can tolerate, and I've actually, if a mushroom's on my plate, I will try it. It's funny, so y'all know Jamie, she does night owl deals. Sometimes she comes on at night, sometimes on Facebook Live. She is like the pickiest eater ever, but she loves mushrooms, and I am like the non-pickiest eater ever, but I hate mushrooms. And I think it's so interesting how everyone's taste buds are so different. Okay, I think we're done with the cutting board. Hallelujah. Woo! All right, so I want to add to this some garlic, and y'all, I'm running low on my squeezed garlic. Like, I think it's going to take the last of it. It's supposed to be 3 cloves, but we're going to do what we have, and it's going to be okay. Open that up and see what happens. Ah, you were holding out on me in there. Alrighty, so I think that's good. I need to add that to my grocery list for sure. Let me get a spoon. Okay, we're gonna stir this yumminess together. Oh, you know what? Huh. I totally messed that up. I was not supposed to add the garlic yet. It'll be fine, because garlic can overcook. We'll just have toasty garlic. It's fine. It's all fine. All right, so here we go. We are going to start with our fish, and I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil, about a teaspoon. Actually, a little bit more than a teaspoon, because I'm going to have the fish on one side, and I'm going to have my mixture on the other side. And like I said, I'm using my crock pot as a skillet. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to move everything around. And I need to give this a little stir, or a little swirl. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my, y'all can see that pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my Mediterranean olive mixture. I don't really know what this is called, topping. And it needs to cook over here on one side. And like I said, I was not supposed to add the garlic yet, but this is what happens on Facebook Live. And it's completely fine. We will let this hang out over here, and it's gonna cook. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take my fish. I have 4 tilapia fillets. We're only gonna do 1 today, and I'm gonna do the rest fresh for dinner tonight because I do not want my tilapia. I don't want to have to reheat my tilapia. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, and I can show y'all how to do it, and then we'll plate it. We're actually going to plate everything today. I'm so excited about that. Alrighty. I've got my 1 fillet here. I'm going to wrap these back up and put those back in the fridge in a minute. Now, all I have is some Greek seasoning, and I love Cavender's. I hope that y'all have it in your area. I don't think it's a southern thing, but if it is, I'm sorry. Just go with whatever Greek seasoning you can find, but I really don't. I think it's a nationwide thing. It's so good. Oh, y'all can't even see that. Cavender's. It's my favorite. I think it can be a little hard to find sometimes. I don't have much, y'all. We're gonna sprinkle it on here. Y'all see that? We're just gonna give a sprinkle on both sides, y'all. I can't use much because I'm not gonna have enough for tonight. You can go a little bit more generous than that because, like I said, I don't have much. So I'm gonna add my tilapia over there to the other side. And let all that hang out. Let y'all see that. I'm gonna wash my hands real quickly. Okay, now I feel like I can breathe and talk to y'all for a second. Happy first day of spring, everybody. I think it's today. I think that's what I heard. So this fish only needs to cook about 3 minutes maybe on each side, 3 to 4. You want it to, I'll show y'all, but when it flakes with a fork, you know that it's done. So we're gonna let this hang out. And I have this set to 350. I don't know that that makes a difference or not. However, I'm gonna grab my sweet potatoes and we'll finish those up. So they've cooled off a little bit. You can see them here, and we are going to smash these suckers. So you need to take out your aggravation on something. Make you some smashed sweet potatoes. No, don't. I'm just teasing. Just teasing. So you want to take a glass and be sure to check your sweet potatoes. Make sure that they're fork tender, which these are. Y'all can see that. They are definitely fork tender. And then you just want to smash them. Let me get my recipe just to make sure that I'm telling y'all everything correctly. All right, so remove from oven and mash each potato slice with a glass cup. So you might need to move them around a little bit. We're just gonna kind of smash them. That might have been too much. You may have overcooked them a tad. So check at 25 minutes because they are kind of coming apart, but they're gonna be fine. So we're gonna pop them back in. I'm gonna do a little bit more to them, and then we're gonna pop them back in, and that should solidify them, I think. We're gonna hope for the best. Have y'all ever made any type of smashed potato? I know I've done regular potatoes like this too. I'm trying to think if we have a recipe for it. I can't remember. I don't think we do. Alrighty, so that is looking good. I need to go back over here. Give this a stir. You're just cooking down these olives, and sometimes I'll put a little bit of red onion in there with the olives. You're just kind of cooking that down to where everything is just soft and the flavors have all melded together. There's my fish, and I bet it's time to flip her. Y'all, I've never done this in this skillet before, ever. Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh, boy. Okay, that worked. Here she is. Okay, y'all. I have not had breakfast today, and let me just say, fish in the morning, I don't know how I feel about that. I know the Japanese do it, and I'm just like, I don't know. I got to get on board with that. Okay, I have a little bit of extra herb butter that I saved, and I've got to pop it in the microwave because it is real long. So, what do y'all think about this? Are y'all scared of fish? Let me know. It's so good. Mary said, flip your fish. Yes, I'm glad that I did. So I think we're good. It is 9:12 here. I think that'll be ready about 9:15. Okay, so I warmed that up. We are going to brush the tops, and I'm not going to use all this because I have another batch to do. We're going to brush the tops of our sweet potatoes with the herb butter. So you just want to give them a brush. And, okay, I need to save a little bit of that for my ones tonight. And then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of grated Parmesan on top of them. So y'all, we're doing good. Our fish is okay. And these flavors sound kind of weird, but it works. I hope y'all trust me on it. That fresh rosemary in there is so yummy. And then if you want to, you can add a little bit more parm later. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the oven for 5 minutes, 400 degrees. Okay, yay! We are rocking and rolling. So, get my plate ready. And move y'all so y'all can see all this. Yeah, see that is, it's not burnt. It looks like it is, but that's just kind of, okay, I think this is ready. I'm going to go ahead and take that out, my topping. And my topping will be ready for tonight, and all I have to do is warm it up. If I was doing this on the stovetop like I will tonight, I would have 2 skillets. I would have my fish in one skillet and my topping in another skillet. So my husband we were down in Gulf Shores a few years ago, and we were at this restaurant called King Neptune, and they had these like early bird specials if you came and ate before 6 p.m., something like that. And they had this Mediterranean fish on the menu. And this is where I got the idea to develop this and figure it out, because it was so good. And every year since then, well, we've stopped now, but we've gone back and they don't do it anymore. Okay, it's flaking, but it's not quite. I'm gonna flip this one more time. Typically don't do that, but oh, look at all that. All that crusty yumminess. So good. Okay, it is just about ready. I'm gonna turn it off. I think I'm turning it off. Y'all, this thing is, I'm telling it to stop. Yeah. I don't know. This thing is so, I will say it's confusing. All right, let's look. It is flaking. Can y'all see that? Flaking with the fork, and it is done. So, we're gonna pray it stays together. And we're gonna plate it here. Now I'm gonna move this back because it is hot. And I'm afraid, why will that not turn off? Do I hold it down? Well, anyway, I don't know why that won't turn off, but there's my fish. Now, for the yumminess, we are going to top it with a little bit of our Mediterranean topping. Oh, y'all. And I'm gonna like have this for lunch today. And da-da-da, here we go. With some feta, of course. You cannot not have feta on something this delicious and Mediterranean. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that looks so pretty. Y'all, my sweet potatoes are almost done. And I'll probably, if my tonight self has energy, I will probably go ahead and make a salad, although I don't know if I have any salad stuff, so don't let me lie to y'all. Oh, you know what I might do? I've got some Brussels sprouts and I made them last night. I don't know if we had any, I don't know if we have enough left over, but we might do that with that. Okay, so let me tell y'all about the special that we have going. It is $59 and you get a cream tin. Lori talked about this yesterday too, if y'all were on. You get the 5-ingredient box, you get the sides box, and you get a pack of stickers, and they're meal planning stickers to put on, like, these are my favorite, 5 stars. Could not find mine today. Y'all, it's a deal. And you get free shipping, and plus you get a really cute tote. Let me show y'all an example. I'll be right back. this is an example of a cute bag that you might get. I don't know what design that they're sending out right now, but I love this one. I've got my aprons in here. They're so cute. But that is the steal of a deal going on today with our menu planning products. 2 recipe boxes. They have 72 recipes each. And the tin, which will hold both of those boxes. So let me open this up and show y'all. I have some cards in here and I have a stand, but it holds a lot of recipes. So that is that. Let me get these. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. Oh y'all. These smell amazing. So if y'all need side dish ideas, this side series, these are from the starch sides. They are in themes. So we have salad, low-cal, freezer-friendly, slow cooker, grilling, Italian. We have a Tex-Mex. We have southern side. You get it. Like, it's amazing. All right, let's plate these up. And I think I'm going to need, well, it's okay. I'm just going to use the same. It'll be okay if the fish touches the, it's just me over here. Whoop, there went my bag. Alrighty, can y'all see these? Oh yeah. So pretty. And I hope that they stay together. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. This is so nice. I want to get a pretty one. Oh, y'all. Now, there's a lot of cheese going on with the Parmesan and the feta, but they do complement each other. I'm going to sprinkle just a tad more Parm on top of there just for the prettiness. And what you also could do, and I'm doing this with one hand, is put a few rosemary sprigs on there as well. Y'all could not see that because my hand was moving. Hold on, let me do it where y'all can see. Put a little rosemary on there. Ta-da! So there you go. It is our smashed sweet potatoes from our sides menu box, our Mediterranean fish skillet from our 5-ingredient box. It's a deal today. The link is in the comments. If y'all want to make it, y'all, if you've got sweet potatoes and you have some dried rosemary at home, you can make it tonight. This is going to be so good, y'all. I'm going to have a great lunch. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day and happy first day of spring. Again, I hope it warms up in your area, and I hope that y'all have tulips and daffodils blooming everywhere because I love them. We'll see y'all later.